Y'all see these Cobras over here?
Which one?
Metallic Cobras.
Which one you taking, bro?
I really like that like kind of copper color over there.
The copper, we got bronze and chrome.
Silver and chrome.
So what you think of the Cobras, man? A lot of people love them.
It's definitely a love or hate thing, but like I feel like why wouldn't you love them? Like
yeah,
I've only seen like maybe a couple. I don't even know if there's replicas or not, because I know they do like super high-end replicas of them
like
now.
Factory 5 and stuff like that.
Yeah, Factory 5. I think they also do Ford GTs, but
yeah, they do GTs too.
But man, it's just so dope. It's timeless, fast. It's a roadster. Like
yeah, I
love it. Like check out that joint over there though.
Gotcha. I think I like the coupes a bit more, only because I don't see them as often and it's less common. But
yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a coupe up close.
If I have, it would have been up here. Right across, you got some Ford GTs, the supercharged 2005s, and you got the brand new one over there. This thing is crazy. What do you think of that color, man?
Like a rose pearl. Man,
heat, bro. You got somebody we can interview. Okay, so what are we looking at here? This is obviously unique because I have no clue what it is.
It's some kind of pro street car. It's little and it looks crazy. Got the parachute in the back. What's also crazy is how nice it is. It's like a show car, pro street car.
Yeah, you can see the roll cage. It's really well built, well put together car. Got the parachute, got the wheelie bar. Go to show how little it is. It only has one bar on it. Yeah. And right next to it, we got this mint color. Don't back into that, bro. This mint color is just killing it. Like
yeah, this bed is so fire.
With the surfboard on it, with the wood grain. So, I mean, over there we have more like supercars and newer cars. This is just some custom stuff. It is 150 racks for this joint right here.
Are they staying for the 49ers game?
Excuse me.
Yeah, you guys gonna stay for the 49ers game?
You got a Resco. That's a C5. Designed to look like a C2. You got all types of like hot rods over here as well.
You say this is a C5 converted to look like a C2.
The C5 look like a C2, and the reason you can tell is like the roof is like a big giveaway, and then obviously the modern interior with the flat bottom steering wheel. But stuff you see at Barrett, you got a gold-plated McLaren right here. Barrett Jackson is a home run, like it's crazy.
So we got a brand new build, an old Porsche Speedster. This thing is so clean, so immaculate. They said there's only been test drive models on this one. Me and David aren't like the biggest on the old Porsches, but just Speedsters in general is like one of my favorite Porsches ever. They just came out with a brand new, was it the 992 or 991 Speedster?
991 Speedster. That's like
right,
the final edition.
Incredible vehicle. I've been telling David forever, I either want to one day get a Speedster or I want to get a slant nose.
Yep.
But you can go ahead and check out the interior. It's so simple but so clean.
They got the specs over here. It's a 4-speed manual with a 4-cylinder motor. This is some cool. It's a cool car for sure. Right next to it, you got Aston Martin C3. This beautiful C1 Corvette, which I'm gonna transition and talk about that.
Yeah, I got you right here.
But let's look at these Look at these specs real quick on this.
So it's a 57 Porsche Speedster recreation. Like you said, 4-speed manual. Man, this thing's beautiful though. I think we seen a similar one in Scottsdale Cars and Coffee. It was like a plum color.
It was a plum color, but it had the modern interior, remember?
That's right, yeah.
Of course, like, this is a very, very first early C1. The reason you can tell is because some of the older ones will definitely show you, and I'll edit it to make sure they're back to back. But the newer C1s have the 2 headlights. But I really, really like this color, to be honest with you. For
it's like
me,
an ocean blue.
The original Corvette, it goes C2 Corvette, then the C1, then the C3. Well, then C4, then C3. But this color, white blue.
I don't know.
You're fine. You look good in that. You should take it home.
Ah, man, I wish, man. I would love it. But how you feel about it, Don?
It's incredible. I'm not super like in tune with the old Corvettes. I think it's the C2 I like the best.
C2 with the split window?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like everybody's classic. My dad loves the C3s, and I'll give him credit. Like, as we were at Barrett Jackson, as I started seeing them more, as the price realized that they're like really like the cheapest one besides the C4. They definitely grow on me, and there's one right here. But this color, man, I don't know what would you call it, like a sky blue?
Yeah, like a sky or ocean blue.
Sky blue. And this is a 57, so we'll find the newer version with the 4 headlights to show you guys a direct comparison. Magic of editing, I guess, but. Man, it's Barrett Jackson. I guess we'll cover the C3 real quick. We'll cover all right over there. That's the C1 with the 4 headlights. This is the C3, the cheapest one, easiest one to get. I could see myself getting one, doing a 5-speed. I wouldn't try to throw some LS in there, make it some crazy horsepower car. But there is one that I seen at Cars and Coffee, or the Pavs actually.
Yeah, we did see that.
Dude has a twin turbo LS in it, and that ain't no joke.
So first, walking up on this other C1 with the 4 headlights, I think right off the bat I like this one better.
You think so?
How you feel about it?
I kind of like the other one more, but I do remember Granny, she gave me a black and red one. It was black with the red interior, and this is what it makes me think of. Corvette has come a long way, man. I will always have a spot for Corvette. You know, everybody, when I first got ready to get a car, everybody was like, "Oh, you want a Corvette?" Like, shit, why not? Like, it's a car. And like, because of Tay, like, I low-key want a drop top now. So let's just keep it moving, man.
Back on the topic of the Corvettes, what we got here?
So of all of them, you know, earlier I said I like the C2 the most. I do think the C2 looks the best, like custom, and this is one of them. It has a side exit exhaust. Only thing missing from this one is the split window, but you know, it's just one of those things. Like, you're gonna have to pay more if you want a split window. But I'm a big fan of the C2. Me and my dad were arguing, getting people in the conversation, asking them which one they like the most. But this is a home run. This has the Barrett big brake kit on it. So honestly, this is probably my favorite old Corvette resto mod type of situation.
Yeah, they actually put an LS3 in here.
Yeah, see, it has 525 horsepower LS3, 5-speed trimming, 5-speed trimming transmission. That's a trifecta right there. So we covered all the older Corvettes. Of course, the C4 is the other one. Which, if I got a C4, I'd throw LS in. But something like this, man, just look at it, bro. Like, there's not a whole lot to say for me, because I mean, it's a classic, but I think it's a classic because of how good it looks.
Yeah, no, it's incredible.
Okay, so I don't know who Sam Pack is, but Sam Pack has great taste.
Sandpack's the GOAT, but we don't.
Sandpack is the GOAT. He's more biased towards the old schools, while Paul Walker has the newer stuff. But this collection is crazy. We got a GT40 recreation, which I like the recreation because you can drive it and not feel bad about it. Want to hit right next to us over here, his delivery truck.
Yep.
This is the Beast collection, of course. Dom's favorite 911 Speedster. What year is that? 1989. So it's crazy. You think you come in here and you see all these cars, then you realize like one person owns how many? Is it 36 vehicles? One person. You know, Paul Walker. We talked about him earlier.
That was like 15 or 20 cars. This is next level. They got a Nomad right here. It's still going, y'all. We've been walking and it's still going. We ain't even got outside yet.
Like my dog Bill would love his old Cadillac with the pointy fins. I couldn't tell you what year it is. We'll circle around here. How you doing?
59.
My dad, the first time I came to this, I forget what happened, but my dad ended up coming with me. We got free tickets from JJ. You know, he had a great time. My dad, I've been getting him more in the cars, but this is where I realized, like, he, you know, that's where I get my car passion from Pops. Look at this. I really like that color, but Woody Wagon.
The Woody Wagon.
How you feel about like the rat rods and the hot rods, man?
It's like some of my favorite stuff at these kind of shows. Like, I do like the all original type stuff, but I'm kind of more into like this custom stuff.
You just really appreciate the custom stuff a bit more.
Yeah, they put so much. I mean, don't get me wrong, restoring to factory, you know, is just as hard, but it's just you can tell somebody had to think of this. They had to like pull that idea out of a hat. Like
Oldsmobile, the rose gold color. That's pretty
nasty. Yeah. It's really overwhelming up here, to be honest.
Countless Chevelles, Camaros, Corvettes.
And the craziest thing is when you get up here, when you see the cars, you get comfortable because it's like you done seen so many like crazy cars. But when you get outside, you never even probably gonna see half these cars. Like, like never again you gonna see this on the street. Like, look at this Monty SS right here.
I think this is the Aero one too, with the rear window.
Yeah, I don't remember this back window. That's crazy.
$732 miles.
732 miles, y'all. All original.
5-liter V8. Yeah, it is an Aero.
I don't think I've ever seen an Aero coupe up close. Beautiful car, super rare.
So
Hop right over to a 1990 ZR1.
So of course, you know, I was talking about the C4s earlier, and I would get one and do everything to it. If I got a ZR1, untouch it. This has a Lotus vacuum, so Lotus helped make the car handle good. And this is the part of the time when Chevy actually owned Lotus, so that's kind of how that partnership came along. And this car rocked the supercar world. I knew about it a little bit because of Gran Turismo, but then the C6 ZR1 came out, and it brought everything back. NA LT4 motor, just like the new Z06 is an LT4. But what you think of the C4, let alone the ZR1?
We've been talking a lot about Corvettes today, and I think like my least passionate is this C4. I mean, it's dope to see just such a clean ZR1 in person, but I feel like when it comes to the C4, it would be something that I want to buy and just do something ridiculous to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Kind of on the same boat. I will say though, I do think the ZR1, the C4, not the original from the late 80s, but the newer generation where they have like a bit newer dash and a bit newer stuff. That one looks a whole lot better to me. The inside of the first C-Force was just tragic. But you know, I gotta show the ZR1 some love. Obviously, it's crazy to think that the next Corvette ZR1 is going to be a mid-engine 1,000 horsepower hybrid. But you know, it's just Barrett Jackson, man.
So I think like my favorite thing about Barrett Jackson, what I enjoy most, is just like the complexity of it all. Like, there's old cars, there's new cars, there's concept cars, there's some tuner cars, there's resto mods, there's boats. Like, anything you're into with the auto scene is gonna be up here for the most part. We just came past like some old Cadillacs. We seen some really clean trucks. This Camaro is ridiculous.
I like the truck next to it, the Power Wagon.
The Power Wagon is ridiculous. Just, it's kind of overwhelming. I mean, it's motivating. Makes you want to be able to, you know, get some money, come up here, buy you something or sell something. But it's just a dope scene, guys. So like we said, we definitely feel like if you've never been to Barrett Jackson, you live in Arizona, you live near Arizona, definitely come up here, show some love. We do plan on getting to California soon to check out some of their big shows. But yeah, this is dope, man, for real.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'd love to work. I love to go to like Pebble Beach, something crazy. You know, see like some real
Monterey,
real hypercar, exotic cars, some old schools. You know, we haven't seen an F40 yet. We did see a 959, but you know, there's definitely more to come. But yeah, I agree 100% with Dom on Barrett Jackson. This makes me, you know, at the start of the year, it makes me want to tighten up, spend money better so I can build better. You know what I'm saying? Really, I think everybody that meets me knows, like, yeah, David loves cars, but y'all don't understand, like, I love old schools too. So I come up here and see some of these like flawless old schools. Of course, you know, it makes me want to get one. But yeah, I agree 100% with Dom on the quality of the show, the inspiration from the show. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all trying to save some money, come up here on Sunday.
Yeah, come up here on Sunday. Saturdays, I think it's like $65 to $85. Today was only $25, and you do have to pay for parking, which we parked in the wrong spot, but it's all good, man. Yeah, go ahead, cut it off.